Hey everybody, welcome to another Horror Quickies with your host, JW. I've been feeling under the weather. I was actually bedridden for about 3 days, but now I'm feeling much better and ready to get back on track with my review of horror films. Today we are going to do Violet. Now, I really like this case. It's case is Violet. Comes with the director Samuel Vanisi. I hope I'm not butchering your name, dude. Yeah, this directed by Samuel Vanisi, and the movie stars Alyss Winkler from Space Babes from Outer Space and Plank Face, and of course Jason Crowe, independent horror film legend, and from what I hear, a fellow wrestling fan. Okay, so first of all, let's finish with this. It's got a cool little artwork with Alyss Winkler as Violet. Now, as you can see, the box is in terrible shape. This is not the fault of the filmmaker. It's not even my fault. Unfortunately, somebody at my friendly local post office thought it was okay to shove this in my regular size mailbox rather than put it in the package pickup box, which, you know, requires them to get out and do it. Anyways, I digress. So it's a really cool Violet. I really dig the the DVD cover. Unfortunately, it's damaged, but what can you do? Maybe I'll order another copy, but then they'll probably just shove it in the box again, right? Anyways, Violet has to do with a young lady who wants to be an actress named Violet. She goes to what she thinks is a casting call, and then she ends up being hurt, raped, and videotaped, and it's a really, really horrible experience for the young lady. She finds solace in her favorite lake. Kind of her like private spot to go, where she meets a boy named Josh, played by Jason Crowe. And this is one of those movies where the victim seeks revenge, but it is done in such a different way, as in it's very realistic. There's no like video montages of her learning how to kill people. They don't really do these vignettes of her, spewing vengeance and stuff. It's done very realistically. Don't get me wrong, she actively seeks out these men and she hunts them down one by one, and I really like it. At the same time, and I'm going to say I've always been a fan of Alyss Winkler, going back to Plank Face. I have to say this is her best performance. As Violet, she really steals every scene she's in. The ever-charming and talented Jason Crowe is there. I really dig Jason Crowe because he's one of those actors. He's so talented. He literally can go from playing a good guy to a bad guy just that quickly and seamlessly. He seems to be one of these actors that can really I want to use the term chameleon. I've seen him play so many different roles. I just think he's really good in this film. The conversations with her, especially after he finds out what she's doing, and then the revelations later about him and her and what happened to her, and the story goes at such a deliberate. I'm not going to use the word slow, because I did not think this film was slow at all. But it's just such a really nice pace that you really get the personal side of her as she's doing this, and she kills each guy, how it actually changes her, and it ultimately has some ramifications on her relationship with Josh. It's just one of those films that really grabbed me from the beginning. Now, how I got to review this film is I did my periodical post on Facebook because I really... This show is basically me reviewing horror movies, but people who watch this show, my 36 subscribers, thank you guys very much. I really feel like a focus should be put on independent films, which is why I try to seek out films, especially films that are actually distributed by the filmmaker themselves, because I want to do a spotlight on those. Plus, those are the films I enjoy. I tend to be more into independent horror films and independent films in general. I mean, I just feel like this is the direction I should take this show. Now, I'll occasionally review a film. How I decide what film to review, it just depends. I mean, I don't only review the films that I like, although majority of the films I review I do like. But like I said, occasionally I'll do a studio film, but I really feel like I need to spotlight these films and these filmmakers because they deserve it. Now, granted, this is a very small reveal show. Maybe one day, you know, I'll be big, but that's not why I do this. If you guys really want to know why I do this, 2 reasons. Number one, as you guys know, I'm trying to be a filmmaker. I've shot 2 short films. I needed something to keep busy, something to do, to put out there, you know? And second reason is I love independent films. This gives me the ultimate excuse to actually seek out these films, not only to review them and to let you guys know my honest opinion of them, and to, you know, plus try to put a spotlight as small as my small show can do, but also to get my hands on these films, because sometimes really good films you have to look for. You're not always going to be able to find these films readily available, and I just think it's important to me anyways. But if you guys have thoughts on that, or if you guys have any criticisms or anything, please, you know, any comments for me, please put them on there. I would go ahead and post them. I would appreciate that. Anyways, this is a fantastic movie. Like I said, the approach is different. It's very real, very human. I was really surprised how much I liked this film. I'm going to be honest with you. The special features are actually very good. Okay. As you know, most of my reviews are DVDs or Blu-rays. And eventually I'll do some streaming films, because there are some movies that I stream that I like that don't have a DVD or Blu-ray release yet, or at least not a wide one. Anyways, we have an additional short film here, which I'll admit I haven't gotten to yet. I will. Like I said, I was bedridden. And we have the behind the scenes Violet, which is pretty good behind the scenes, including interviews with the actors. So, my final assessment is yes, absolutely worth my money. Yes, totally worth my money. I think I paid $15, maybe up to $20 something with tax. I know I'll get more exact on the price too, but the bottom line is highest recommendation from your pal JW. I'll see you guys next time on Horror Quickies.